Hi guys, this is just going to be a really quick video just to show you my new weekly and daily setups that I've got. So if you watched the last bullet journal flip through that I did, I showed you how I'd got everything set up going forward. Most of it I am keeping the same, but I've had to make a few little changes because I basically ran out of the washi that was pivotal to my planning. So I'll show you what I've done. So you'll have already seen the monthly setup and the monthly pages. So I've got my habit tracker on this page and my November goals. This is the set of washi that I'd run out of completely because I used all these particular colours to colour code things. So blue is about people and purple is about self-development. So because I'd used that for all my tasks and all my events, and it was great, I could move things around, but then I ran out of it and I couldn't find it. It's out of stock everywhere. So I'm a little bit obsessive with things like that. If I can't get the exact same one, the whole thing has to change, which is probably not a great... Oh, she's back. Hey Moo. I'll try to make this video a little less catty. Right, come on, Shoo. So this is all the same. My habit tracker and everything on there. That was last week, so let me come past this. So I'd started having the habit trackers, which I showed you on the day. I used the washi so that I could see how I was separating my hours per day and, you know, what time was going towards what. But it was bombing. The only thing that was useful to me was this. My to-do list, I ended up just using my weekly view. So I've just got a few blank pages, like today was a big fat fail. Big sorting out day. I didn't do anything in my bullet journal that day, but because I'd written the title I had to leave it there. I left that blank hoping to fill it in, but I've not had a chance to. And then last week I've changed my weekly view so that I'm no longer using a ruler because I was getting a bit OCD with making everything perfect and everything neat. So I challenged myself to have a week where I did the weekly view and everything without any ruler or anything like that. And I actually quite liked it. Everything's exactly the same. I've just not using the washi because I'd run out of it, and it doesn't look too bad even though it's a bit squiggly. I think I just need to calm down about stuff like that. And then through the daily views, if you notice, I've just got Monday, Friday and Saturday, and it just, again, it's not working. It wasn't working for me at all. I didn't know what I wanted to have in there or what I wanted to log. I felt like I was duplicating myself because I was writing to-do lists here and to-do lists on here, and I was only really using this. So I had a bit of a think about exactly what I wanted, and I've come up with a new solution that I'm using this week. It's Wednesday today, so I can't say that it's definitely going to work for me, but so far I've been super excited about it and I actually really enjoy filling it in. I know exactly what, you know, what I need to do. So this is the weekly plan. So this was the bit that I found more useful than anything else in the daily plans, and it was the time tracker. So because I ran out of washi, I stopped doing it, but obviously you don't need to have everything perfect and neat and movable, so I've just filled it in. Same colour coordination, so yesterday pink is work because it's finance, blue is spending time with people, things like that. So it's exactly the same layout. I've got my goal action at the top, so something towards one of my goals of the week, my top 3 most important things, other tasks that I'm going to do, and any events that I've got booked in, plus my menu at the bottom. So I've just made these a little bit narrower and added in the day plan, and I do it the night before, and I've been religiously doing it as well. I've really enjoyed sitting down and knowing that the whole day's done, I've got everything done, and I've planned the next day, and then I can make a start. And you kind of don't go to bed worrying about stuff because it's all, you know, all written down. And then the daily views, because I don't have time, I'll go to it with all good intentions with my bullet journal and my little pencil case, and then I'll get stuck in with what I need to be doing at work, and I just end up, it's like 9 o'clock at night before I've even thought about writing in my bullet journal, and I don't have time. So on the Sunday night, I've done the weekly view for each day, but I thought about exactly what I wanted in it and what kind of things I wanted to track. Did I want my to-do lists on here or not? And this is what I've come up with. So half a page a day because I don't need to do my hourly tracker anymore because that's on my weekly view. There's no to-do list on here. This is literally just a log, kind of like the whole point of a journal. I'm journaling things from that day. My to-do list is here, so this is what I need to do today. This is just journaling about the day. So I wanted to track my habits, but as I've said in a previous video, I forget to go back here, and then sometimes I'll be filling things in 7 days at a time just because I feel like I want to have it completed, but I haven't actually been doing it as I go. So with the theme of Christmas, I thought if I had these little Christmas lights, and each one of them, there's 20 on here which correspond to the 20 habits on my habit tracker. And when I've done them, and I know what they mean, I put a little letter, so the first letter of each thing, or if there's 2 things that have got the same letter, I just put the second letter, so I know what they all mean. And then when I've done them, I colour them in. So the idea is the more habits that I do, the more my little lights, Christmas lights, light up. And I love looking at it and seeing what I've done. And it's more visual per day rather than, you don't look at this every day. It's not constantly in front of you, whereas this is. So I'm really enjoying this. I've had quite a productive day last 2 days in terms of habits, just because I really want to get these lit up because it's cute. The only other things I wanted to journal was what I've spent. Mood of the day, I was drawing a picture of like emojis, but I'm not the best drawer and I couldn't really tell whether somebody was supposed to be happy or psychotic. So I've decided to do a word of the day instead. So a word that sums up how I'm feeling that day. I'm still monitoring my self-care, so every day I want to have a treat for myself, so I'll set that, and then I've got something to look forward to when I've got stuff done. And then the achieved list, so it might be something that's not on the to-do list, but it's just something that I've got done that day and that I've achieved. So it's not always things that you'd pre-planned to do, but you have actually done stuff in the day. And then lastly, my gratitudes, because I do think there's a lot of benefit in thinking about what you're grateful of, and sometimes you really do have to think hard. You know you're grateful for your house and your family and all the other stuff, but there's little things in the day like, oh, I'm really grateful that that person helped me with that, or spending a bit more time thinking about the little things that you probably would overlook if you weren't concentrating on being grateful. So I found that really helped me as well. So that's how that's looking. So I've got sat there and drawn it out. I think I'll do the same on Sunday, draw it all out. It's already there for me. I don't have to worry about having time in the morning to do that. And then any other little bits that I've got, I'm just going to put in the to be continued. But I said it was going to be a short video. I'll let you know how I get on. Probably at the end of maybe next week after I've had 2 weeks of using it, and see how I find it. But for now, it's a definite thumbs up. Thanks for watching.